you all. Welcome to another session here with us at Mathematics Resource Center. And today we'll be looking at simple interest. And this is basically a part 2 to what we have covered before. Alright, so let's go. Our first question here says, find the rate when principal is 6,000, interest is 900, and time is 7 years. So they're asking us to find the rate. And they told us that the principal is 6,000, interest is 900, and the time is 7 years. So we've gotten all that information and asked to find one thing, and that is the rate. So we're trying to figure out what the rate would be. Let's go back to the simple interest formula. Simple interest equals principal times rate times time over 100. So that's how we find simple interest. Now let's look at how we find rate. And all we did was to rearrange the variables, the variables that we have, and we get rate to be rate equal simple interest times 100 divided by principal times time. So that's how we got our formula for rate. We rearranged to make R the subject. You'll learn more about this as you do higher maths. Alright? And then we're going to go ahead and do, let's just put in the principal, the formula for principal here. So if rate equals simple interest times 100 over principal times time, now principal equals simple interest times 100, just the same, all over what? All over rate times time. Alright? And then time would equal, so if rate is simple interest times 100 over principal times time, principal is simple interest times 100 over rate times time, then what do you think time would be? Tell me? Okay, simple interest times 100 all over principal times rate. Alright? So just so I can clear and make more space here to do the solution, I'm going to go ahead and write my rate formula here. And it doesn't matter if you said T times R times T, or P times T, it's the same thing, alright? So let me just clear here. Alright, I'll go back to the question. We're expected to find rate. So we're going to go with our formula for rate. Rate equals simple interest times 100 divided by times principal. Alright? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to figure out what our interest is. And they told us that our interest is $900. So that will be 900 times 100 over. And we look for our time, and they say that our time is 7 years. So that's 7 times. And we look for our principal, and they say our principal is 6,000. So that's times 6,000. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and simplify. So that is 0 cancel, 0, 0 cancel, 0, 0 cancel, 0. Alright, we have 90 here, and we have 7 times 6. So 90 over 7 times 6, that's 42. Alright, we can still simplify some more. We can divide 42 by 3 and 90 by 3. So 90 divided by 3, or we could have used 6. 6 into 9. Yes, we could have used 6. So 6 into 9 goes 1 times, remainder 3. 6 into 30, that's 5. So that's 15. And 6 into 42, that will give us 7. Alright? So we have 15 divided by 7 so far. And we could have gone ahead and simplified this some more. So we know that 7 goes into 15 2 times, remainder 1/7. So we could have just rewritten it in a mixed number, and that would be 2 and 1/7%. Alright, 2 and 1/7. We could have written that as a decimal, so that would be about 2.14 something. So we could have written that as a decimal as well, but it's fine leaving it as a fraction. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and clean here. Making space for our number 2 that is coming up. Okay. Alright, so number 2 says, find the time when principal is $3,200, interest is $160, rate is 2% per annum. So we're expected to find the principal. Right? No, not the principal, the time. Alright, and the principal is $3,200, the interest is $160, and the rate is 2%. So we're finding the time. Alright, I will look here for our formula and I'm going to write it down. Time equals simple interest times 100 divided by our principal times rate. Alright, so simple interest times 100 divided by principal times rate. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we look for interest. Here it says it's 160 times 100. Good so far? Alright, and then we're going to divide, and it says principal. They told us that the principal is 3,200, good, times, and they say the rate is 2%, so it's times 2%. Alright, so that's good so far. So we're going to go ahead and simplify. So we can say 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. I see 32 here, and I see 160 there. So I know I can divide 8 into 32 goes 4 times, and 8 into 16 goes 2 times, and 8 into 0 goes 0 times. Alright? And I can still go further and divide my 4 into 4 1 time and 4 into 20 5 times. So I'm just trying to simplify as much as possible. Alright, so I have 5 left in my numerator and 2 in my denominator. Because nothing else is left there, nothing else is left there but the 2. And I can rewrite that. 5 divided by 2, we can get an exact decimal number, which is 2.5. Alright, and that is 5 over 2% or 2.5%. Alright, so there goes our answer for number 2. Alright, and remember you can comment in the description in the below to let me know if you want me to do another question on this or if this was manageable, and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if it wasn't. Alright, so we're going to clear here and we're going to move on to number 3. Alright. Alright, so let's go with number 3 now. And it's the find the principal. So from that first part, I know that this is the formula that I'm writing down. Principal equals simple interest times 100 divided by rate times time. So I go ahead and write principal equals simple interest times 100 divided by rate times time. And they told us that the time is 4 years, the interest is 400, and the rate is 5%. Alright, so I go ahead and I have principal equal. So the simple interest is 400, good, times 100, good, divided by, what's my rate? 4. So that's 4 times, what's my, my rate is not 4, my rate is 5. And my years is 4. Alright, so I've done all of that so far. I'm going to go ahead and simplify. So I see my 5 here, I can say 5 into 5, 1, and 5 into 120. Good. I see my 40, I can say 4 into 4, 1, and 4 into 100, 400, 100. Alright? Now I can go ahead with my final answer, and that will be 100 times 20, and that will just give us 2,000. So my answer is 2,000. So my principal is 2,000. Good. Alright. So there goes our number 1, 2, and 3 question. And I know that this was indeed a good video again, good lesson again, good session again. Alright. So go ahead and share, like, subscribe. Alright. So that other persons can benefit from Simple Interest and that you'll be able to see the other videos as they show. In the next lesson, we'll be doing compound interest, and that's something that you want to join us with. Alright, so we have your turn here as always. Go ahead and complete your turn. Click the link in the description below and it will bring you to the answer for your turn. Until next time, bye bye.